talk about the NBA. The season starts tomorrow. Before we get into that, I want to get your reaction to a couple deals. Green got a deal, 3 years, $106 million in Houston. Suggs got a 5-year, $150 million deal in Orlando. And Kispert got a 4-year, $54 million deal with the Wizards. And when we heard about the Suggs deal and the Kispert deal, I almost fell over. Explain to me how either one of them deserved that money.
Wait.
Kispert, I didn't even remember who he was.
Corey Kispert got $54 million?
54.
Man, I'll tell you what, Pharrell, we were born in the wrong generation.
You need to start having more kids. You need some sons.
I got a couple of daughters, and they do dance, and they do swimming, and they cost me too much damn money. That's why you see me on SportsGrid all the time. But when you talk about this, first things first, Jalen Green, that's what, I think that was a 2+1 deal. It's a rare thing that they did, 2 years plus a one, for a team in Houston, Pharrell, that I think is going to be a lot better than people think. I actually like their win total over. I think Ime gets them in the playoffs. Remember, 6 p.m. deadline. We'll see if Şengün gets finished up on. Then you have 5 for 150 for Jalen Suggs. I mean, great defender.
Come on.
Pharrell. People were complaining about the shooting of the WNBA contest last night. Most of those ladies will beat this guy in a 3-point shootout. I'm not playing. But here's the other thing people need to realize. Pharrell, Texas, Florida, no state income tax. So that money goes even further if they stay with those franchises. And then lastly, with Corey Kispert, I mean, the Washington Wizards are a damn dumpster fire. They kept Kuzma. I don't know why. They drafted Sarr, and then they signed Valanciunas. So they have no idea what they're doing. Their win total, I think, Pharrell, is tied with the Nets over under 19.5 wins. They go under because I think they want to capture the flag, that's the Cooper flag, or try to get the other kid who go number one, and that's Ace Bailey out of Rutgers.
Yeah, look, I think Kuzma, he can play for them. He's one of their best players. So I got no problem with Kuzma. He can actually get it done. Mm-hmm. Murphy got $112 million in New Orleans, and I'm hearing that Middleton will miss their opener, but this guy is like Kawhi Leonard. Neither one of them ever play.
my man Kris Middleton, he's made out of paper mache. By the way, honestly, they're going to get – and if the Bucks, they're getting rolled on Wednesday night by the Sixers.
The NBA is underway on Tuesday night, and what a doubleheader. The Knicks and Celtics at the Garden in Boston. Boston laying 5.5. And the Timberwolves and Lakers in Lipstick City at Crypt. Minnesota laying 1.5. TNT double dip, 7:30, the Knicks and Celtics. Look, you tell me what's going to happen in these games. I mean, the Knicks are loaded, but the Celtics don't lose, and they're the champs.
You know, I was thinking about this, and one of my favorite bets for tomorrow night, honestly, is the over in the game. I think it's 222.5. You could have two of the best offenses in the league, and the Knicks are going to be completely different with Cat, a.k.a. what do they call him, the Big Bodega? Big Bodega at the top of the key, bombing away from three. I think that this is going to be a really intriguing game. I think the game's going to go under. Everybody thinks it's going to be under. I think it goes over 222.5. I think there's going to be a ton of points, and I think it's going to be a really good game. Also, look at double for Cat.
And then the T-Wolves and Lakers, the nightcap, it's Minnesota minus 1.5, 219.5. By the way, I see that Celtics. You can get it at even 221 in a hook.
Yeah, I would take the over with that. Now, in regards to game number 2, I firmly think that Anthony Edwards is going to be knocking on the door of possibly being a top 5-6 player in the NBA. So his points probably, I think, is at 26.5. Who on the Lakers is checking this kid?
No one.
Austin Reeves?
Bronny.
Oh, boy. All right. By the way, folks, are they hanging over under minutes for Bronny yet? Has that been posted by FanDuel? I don't know. Maybe we should take a look.
Rookie of the year.
Yeah, rookie of the year. Yeah. I almost cursed. I can't do that. But Anthony Edwards over 26.5 points. more importantly, I'm looking at this game. I'm like, why aren't we just taking Minnesota on the money line? I think this team's going to be an outstanding team. And I think they have guys all over that team that can do a lot of damage. I think they're going to be a problem. Give me Minnesota on the money line on the road.
All right, let's go to Wednesday. You already said that the Bucks are going to get killed in Philly. I'm guessing Paul George isn't playing in that game because of his knee.
No, he probably may not play in the game, but it don't matter. Glenn Doc Rivers. That's all I got to say. Glenn Doc Rivers. The guy messes up a ham sandwich if it only had ham. I'm going to take the Philadelphia 76ers on the money line. I think they get the job done. I think they get a big win open night. And I suspect we're going to be talking about drama in Milwaukee before this year is done, because if they underachieve, there's a Greek freak named Giannis Antetokounmpo who I think could ask out by next summer.
Well, he already said he thinks if they don't win a title, he's getting traded. Do you think he just wants out of Milwaukee?
I mean, would you want to stay in Milwaukee? I mean, I don't
want to go to Milwaukee, let alone play there.
I mean, they got good beer and bratwurst, but besides that, what they got?
I can get good beer and bratwurst anywhere.
Yeah, so, hey, here you go. That's what I'm thinking about the Milwaukee Bucks. They're going to be the Milwaukee Sucks this year. I'll tell you that much. Under their win total this year.
All right, Nets and Hawks in Atlanta. Atlanta laying 7.5. Talk about teams that don't matter.
The Nets are, simply put, trying to capture the flag. That's all. Them and I think Washington have the lowest win totals for at 19.5. That game is under in regards to them getting win total. I think they're terrible. Give me Atlanta Hawks. They're a team in transition without DeJounte. It's Trey's team now. Trey's got to step up. Give me the Hawks minus a point.
All right. So, look, I got less and less time. I'm just going to talk about games that I think are decent. Suns, Clippers at the new joint in Inglewood. Phoenix laying 4.5. Grizzlies, Jazz in Salt Lake. Grizzlies laying 2.5. Zach Edey and company.
Oh, I like the Grizzlies. I think the Grizzlies are going to be one of the top teams. They win their division. And then the Suns minus 4.5 on the road. Kawhi's already out. That team's in trouble. They'll be under 35.5 wins this year, Pharrell.
Bulls at Pelicans. I'm so excited to see Lonzo playing ball. Do you think it'll last?
Yeah, so they can trade him. But you know what I like? Fly Pelican minus 7.5.
Minus 7.5. There you go. So there's tons of games this week as the NBA starts up. All season long, we'll be talking to Coach and breaking down all the hoops, pros, college, whatever it takes, because we go straight to the rack. And don't forget about his show, Betting Above the Rim.